20 years since Maura disappeared, but really her family has never given up looking for her. Tonight, and really every one of these anniversaries, her family and her friends have gathered here near the crash site for a vigil.
Crashed her car in northern New Hampshire in 2004 and hasn't been seen since. What exactly happened? Welcome to the story of Maura Murray, a bright, ambitious young woman whose promising future was cut short by an enduring mystery. In February 2004, Maura's life took an unexpected and tragic turn. What started as a routine drive to New Hampshire ended with her unexplained disappearance. For over 2 decades, her case has left investigators, her family, and the public searching for answers. This is not just the story of a missing person. It's the journey of a nursing student whose sudden vanishing has inspired countless theories, exhaustive investigations, and heartbreaking questions that remain unanswered. Join us as we delve deep into Maura's life, explore the strange events leading to her disappearance, and uncover the ongoing quest for the truth. Prepare for a gripping story of unexpected twists, emotional struggles, and an enduring search for closure. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for this captivating tale. This is the mystery of Maura Murray. Maura was born on May 4, 1982, in Hanson, Massachusetts, the 4th child of Fred and Lori Murray. Her family, though later divided by divorce, was close-knit and hard-working. Maura grew up in a small suburban community that valued education, sports, and community involvement. From a young age, she stood out for her determination and talent. Whether excelling in academics or competing in athletics, Maura displayed a drive that set her apart. In high school, Maura was an exceptional student and a star athlete, particularly in track and field. Her achievements earned her praise from teachers, coaches, and peers. Her dedication extended beyond school. She worked hard, whether in her studies or her extracurricular activities, always striving to succeed. These qualities eventually led to her acceptance at the prestigious United States Military Academy at West Point. Her time at West Point, however, was brief. After a minor infraction involving the unauthorized use of a credit card, Maura chose to leave the academy. Determined to move forward, she transferred to the University of Massachusetts Amherst to study nursing. At UMass, Maura juggled a demanding academic schedule and clinical work with the challenges of personal life. Despite the pressures, she remained focused on her goal of a career in healthcare. But beneath her accomplishments, Maura faced personal struggles. Her long-distance relationship with Army Lieutenant Bill Roosh was strained, with suspicions of infidelity adding to the tension. Just days before her disappearance, Maura was involved in a car accident near her school, which left her shaken. This, combined with her academic and personal pressures, seemed to weigh heavily on her. On February 5, 2004, Maura's father, Fred, visited her in Amherst to help her shop for a new car. The weekend seemed ordinary as they discussed her plans for the future. That Saturday night, Maura borrowed her father's car to attend a party on campus. On her way back, she had a minor accident, causing significant damage to the vehicle. Though her father assured her it wasn't a big deal, Maura appeared stressed. In the days following the accident, Maura's behavior became increasingly unusual. On February 9, 2004, she took several puzzling steps. She emailed her professors and work supervisor, saying she had a family emergency that required her to leave. This, however, was not true. She then withdrew $280 from an ATM, packed some personal belongings, and bought a variety of alcohol. That evening, she left campus in her black Saturn sedan. Around 7:27 p.m., Maura's car skidded off Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire, and hit a tree. The area was remote, surrounded by dense woods and far from any major towns. A local resident, Butch Atwood, who lived near the crash site, approached Maura to offer help. He later described her as appearing uninjured but visibly upset. When he suggested calling the police, Maura declined, claiming she had already contacted roadside assistance. Suspicious, Atwood called the police anyway. When law enforcement arrived minutes later, Maura was gone. Her car was locked on the driver's side, but the passenger door was unlocked. Inside the vehicle, police found some of her belongings, including her school books, packed bags, and the alcohol she had purchased earlier. However, her phone and wallet were missing, suggesting she had taken them with her. The search for Maura began almost immediately. Local law enforcement, volunteers, and private investigators scoured the area around the crash site. Tracking dogs followed her scent for a short distance down the road before losing it, leading some to believe she may have been picked up by a passing vehicle. Despite their efforts, no trace of Maura was found. As news of her disappearance spread, the case gained national attention. The mystery surrounding Maura's last known movements captured the public's imagination, and theories began to emerge. Some speculated that she ran away to start a new life, while others suspected foul play. There were also theories suggesting that she might have succumbed to the harsh winter conditions in the surrounding wilderness. Maura's family was devastated by her disappearance. Her father, Fred, became a tireless advocate for her case, participating in searches, interviews, and media campaigns to keep her story alive. Over the years, her case has inspired documentaries, podcasts, and online discussions, with amateur sleuths poring over every detail in search of answers. Despite the passage of time, Maura Murray's disappearance remains one of the most perplexing mysteries of the 21st century. The circumstances of her final moments, her sudden departure, the crash, and her disappearance are still shrouded in uncertainty. Her story is not just about a missing person. It is about a family's pain, a community's unanswered questions, and a quest for justice that continues to this day. As we dive into the details of her life and the events leading to that fateful night, we hope to shed light on this enduring mystery and bring Maura's story to those who have not heard it before. The search for the truth continues, and Maura's case serves as a reminder of the many unanswered questions that haunt those left behind. The hope for answers about Maura Murray's disappearance remains strong. Her family, investigators, and a community that refuses to forget her continue their search for the truth. Maura's story reminds us of how fragile life can be and how important it is to find closure for those left behind. As we look at the details of her case, the goal is to uncover what really happened and bring peace to those who loved her. Another possibility was that Maura became a victim of foul play. The remote location of the crash site and her sudden disappearance without a trace raised concerns that she may have encountered someone with bad intentions. Over the years, various suspects have been suggested, but no strong evidence has ever linked anyone to her disappearance. Some people believed Maura might have had an accident. They thought she could have wandered into the nearby woods, confused or injured, and succumbed to the cold. Search teams, including dogs and helicopters, worked hard to check the surrounding area, but they found no sign of her. There was also speculation that Maura might have been dealing with emotional struggles and considering suicide. In the weeks leading up to her disappearance, she had been involved in car accidents and was facing academic challenges. These events, combined with her unusual behavior before she left, led some to believe she was overwhelmed. However, without more evidence, this theory also remains uncertain. Over the years, Maura's case has stayed in the public eye, thanks to documentaries, podcasts, and news stories. Her family, especially her father Fred, has been relentless in their efforts to find her. Fred has conducted private searches, hired investigators, and called for more resources to be devoted to solving the case. His determination has kept Maura's story alive and inspired others to help. Advances in technology have also played a role in the ongoing investigation. Improved DNA testing and digital forensics have been used to re-examine evidence, but no major breakthroughs have been made. Tips and leads still come in from time to time, but none have provided the answers her family and investigators are seeking. In 2014, a property near the crash site was searched after someone claimed human remains might be buried there. Investigators used ground-penetrating radar to look for evidence, but nothing was found. A similar search in 2019, based on another tip, also came up empty. These dead ends have made the case even more frustrating for everyone involved. Maura Murray's disappearance remains one of the most puzzling missing person cases. Each theory offers a possible explanation, but none have been proven true. For her family, the pain of not knowing what happened to her is unbearable. Fred Murray's tireless work shows the strength of a parent's love and the deep need for answers. This case has also brought attention to how missing person investigations are handled. Some people have criticized law enforcement for not doing enough in the early days of the search, while others have praised the community's involvement in trying to find Maura. Maura's disappearance has inspired greater awareness of missing person cases and the challenges families face. Her story has been featured in media outlets and discussed in true crime circles, keeping her memory alive. It has sparked conversations about how to improve search efforts and provide better support for families in similar situations. Even after so many years, the hope for answers hasn't faded. Maura's family, investigators, and the public still believe that one day, new evidence or a fresh lead will solve the mystery. Until that day comes, her case serves as a reminder of the importance of persistence, community support, and the pursuit of justice. Maura's story is not just about her disappearance, it's also about the people who loved her and refused to give up. Their resilience and dedication show how powerful hope can be, even in the face of heartbreak. As we honor her memory, we are reminded that every missing person deserves to be found, and every family deserves answers.